Hello Cancers and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your weekly tarot reading for June 3rd through the 9th of 2019. Okay, Cancers, thank you guys so much for all of your support. You guys are some of my highest viewing groups, so thank you guys so much. If you haven't, please make sure to share the video, to subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it, and just thank you guys so much. I couldn't do this without you. So Cancers, let's talk a little bit about the astrology for the week. The biggest thing this week is that on June 3rd, the very beginning of the week, we have the new moon in Gemini in 12 degrees. And when you break down 12 in numerology, it goes down to 3, which is all about communication. And what's interesting is that this new moon in Gemini is really all about clear communication. It's all about pulling in information. It's really bringing in new discoveries, opening doorways, and opening our minds to really different ways of doing things more effectively. We're going to have some great new ideas. It's really curious, exploratory energy, bringing about a lot of communication with friends, loved ones, in terms of like laughter, just clear, really just like a wonderful upbeat energy here. It's really great for expressing our thoughts and feelings a lot more easily and clearly with a lot of enjoyment. It also helps us ask really what interests us. Versus what we're told to do. You know, what do you want to learn? What do you want to manifest in this energy? Is what's going to, it's what this new moon is going to be asking you. With Mercury also in Gemini at 27 degrees, even though it's kind of far and doesn't really bring that much, doesn't really like conjunct it or anything, but it does bring about this really intensely, extremely clear communication energy here, which is kind of like the opposite of a Mercury retrograde. So it's really nice in that aspect. It's really bringing out a lot of communication in the here and the now, you know, through technology, through one-on-one, in-person, conversations. They also have Jupiter squaring Neptune in Pisces. This can bring about a little bit more of a confusing energy. It's kind of like an info overload in terms of like, you know, possibilities coming in. We could become kind of overwhelmed in this energy. It also could bring up some kind of embarrassing losses or failures that, you know, maybe we were bragging too much, and this really can test our faith here because it's showing us where we've let things go or have been maybe too trusting, too dreamy about a situation and not based in reality. So those are the astrological aspects for the week. Let's get into your general reading here, your general reading in terms of spiritual, career, and then we'll go on to love, okay? So, this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. As you guys know, it cannot and will not resonate with all of you. And if it doesn't, that's okay. Don't take it. The messages aren't for you then. Do check out your weeklies for your other placements. They might resonate better. Okay, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to look at the Gustav Klimt deck here. General messages for June 3rd through the 9th of 2019. The Moon. In Cancer, I kind of do associate the moon with you, even though it's more of a Piscean card. I also get your energy when I look at the moon as well. I know that I know everybody has their different views of, you know, Pisces versus Cancer with the moon. But I usually associate it with Pisces, but this feels very, you guys are very associated with the moon as a sign. And I think that this new moon is really bringing up a lot of that emotional what if energy and really bringing it to the forefront of your mind here this week. Yeah, Page of Swords reversed. Or Knave of Swords reversed. Ten of Wands reversed. And the Sun. So, let's take a look at these guys. With this, again, like I was saying, at the forefront of the week here, we have the moon. We have the Knave of Swords reversed. And to me, this is a lot about coming to some painful truths here. Some painful questions that, or painful realizations. Could be a bit harsh. Clarify the moon. And also, I'm getting that you guys might be harsh in the way that you're speaking this week, so be careful. It's just the energy. You guys are very affected by the moon. Clarify the moon for Cancers, June 3rd through the 9th. Yeah, Three of Pentacles reversed. Knave of Swords reversed. Page of Pentacles reversed. Ten of Wands reverse. I like the Ten of Wands reverse, though. Yeah, we're having a switch in energy towards the end of the week. It might feel kind of difficult around that new moon, honestly. I think that it's bringing forth a lot of painful realizations on what we haven't been able to really build. On areas where we've lacked growth, where we've kind of put to the side here in terms of maybe we've been too busy with work or too busy with even relationships. I don't know, whatever it is that we've been too busy that, you know, we've had to put aside because we haven't had time to focus on it, or we put it in the back of our mind because we don't want to deal with it. So, you know, I feel like it's really bringing up a kind of naivety, a carelessness here, in terms of what we've been trying to build. So, we could be feeling very vulnerable in those aspects. I'm sorry, I don't know why she's out there barking. Hold on one second. I'm sorry if you can hear her. I don't know why she's doing that. I really can't stop her right now. But, again, there just seems to be a type of carelessness, a type of, you know, what have I not been able to build? What have I been kind of careless about in terms of building? What have I been careless about here? It doesn't have to just be like, I think for a lot of you it might be in terms of relationships, but also in terms of work, in terms of a certain career goal. And you're kind of like, whoa, why was I doing that? Why was I thinking that? And you could be feeling kind of bad, kind of guilty, kind of stressed out about that. But there is a great opportunity to see this for what it is and then move forward, because, you know, dwelling on it is not really going to do anything for you. And once you kind of drop all that responsibility, all that, you know, oppressive energy that you're even putting on yourself here, you're able to bring in this wonderful, wonderful, successful energy. Now that you've been able to see where you've been held back, you can make the necessary changes. You can leave the past in the past, take the lessons, and move forward. You know, this is, you know, maybe opportunities coming in, new abundance, because now we're refocusing here. We're focusing on the right things. We're doing the right work instead of, you know, being a little bit naive or being a little bit careless, you know, kind of hoping. It's like almost like, you know, when people are like, oh, I don't want to check my bank account, but I'm going to go out and buy this. You know, you at some point you got to check the bank account. It's that kind of carelessness. It's that kind of naivety. It's that kind of, you know, oh, maybe if I just ignore it, it'll be okay. No, we have to take it out and deal with it this week in order to change our circumstances. And once we do, and once we, you know, release ourselves of that guilt, that shame that goes along with, you know, where we've allowed ourselves to stagnate or not be able to build up where we've wanted to, or, you know, been fooling ourselves, it's like there's a change. There's really quite a nice change here with the wheel. I mean, we have a new cycle coming in. We have new abundance. We have new opportunities. You know, there's quite a change here, and it brings you to a place of success, happiness, just really nice. You're moving forward here. You're taking the lessons and nothing else. So nice. I really do like that then. Even if it does feel a little bit difficult, I think by the end of the week you're going to be like, wow, that was kind of refreshing. It's like one of those, like, I don't know, when I was a kid, we would go and spend our summers in New Hampshire at this lake house that my cousins had. And we would do the morning swimming. It would be always so cold. Then once you're in, it's kind of refreshing, and then you're out and you're ready for the day and you're awake. But at the time, I remember we would wake up and be like, must we do this? This sucks. My uncle would be like, get in the water. Just do it. Just do it. And you were like, oh my God, I don't want to do this. But I guess here we go. There's no way around it. So you have to jump in, swim around. And then by the end of it, you kind of don't want to get out because you are enjoying it. And then once you are out, you know, you're refreshed. You're ready for the next chapter here. And that's kind of what this feels like. Apple. This is from the Stacey DeMarco Halloween Oracle. I really like this one. Apple. So. Risk and reward. Apples have been an iconic part of mythos from ancient times to modern. The story of the poison apple and Snow White, to the Roman goddess Pomona's magical apple tree, to the Christians' tempting fruit in the Garden of Eden. Should you receive the apple in your reading, it's time to look at how risk plays out in your life. Are you hedging your bets and not trying anything new? Do you want to change but are not willing to change anything? Are you willing to risk to get a greater reward? Or alternatively, are you risking too much too often? And I think it's kind of, again, are we risking too much versus what are we risking? And what are we not, hedging our bets on and not risking? I think that it's really differentiating how to decipher between those two things, but also what you need to do out of that. All right, so let's move on to love. I'm going to use the Aquarian Tarot for you guys for love today. Love and romance. And do check out your love reading for the month of June. I think I did yours. I should know this. I'm doing so many readings, so forgive me if I forget. I am a human. But those will be out. If yours isn't up yet, it will be out Monday or Tuesday, okay? It's for singles and couples, and it's just a more in-depth look because these are just general messages week to week about love and romance. Love and romance, June 3rd through the 9th of 2019 for Cancers. Ooh, 9 of Wands. Ooh, 9 of Cups, 9 of Swords. What the heck, guys? What is going on with the readings this week? It's so weird. Taurus got 4 Kings. I don't think I've ever just like gotten 3 9s. If I get the 4th 9, I'm going to lose my mind, guys. I'm going to lose it. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, thank God. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers. Wow. I mean, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Look at how they're both kind of turned away from the 9 of Cups. Why are you blocking out self-satisfaction to be in pain? I'm just going to throw that one out there. I'm just throwing it right out there. Come at me if you want, but like, you're ignoring what would really make you happy here in terms of love. Let's all be honest. We're putting up walls, barriers against what we really need. Because even though we know that we're grappling with this, we might be staying up late at night, might be bothered by it, we might be keeping some, I'm not even might, you definitely are keeping something in. I'm going to stop saying might. This is the message that I'm getting. 9 of Rods, 9 of Cups. Ace of Rods. Yeah, you want a new beginning. Let's all be honest here. Look at what these come to when they're all together. 10 rods. That's what she said. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why she's barking like that. She just gets in the pool and then she barks at everything, and it's very strange. It's a strange pattern. 9 of Cups. The 9 of Swords. We're getting the Knight of Swords. And 9 of Swords to the Wheel. Let's see. Oof, 8 of Pentacles reversed. Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Cups. So, yeah, some of you guys are really saying, realizing, you can't work on this. There's nothing that can be done here in terms of a situation. Maybe you have, I don't know, I feel like this Gemini new moon really put a spotlight on what you really need in terms of love. And no matter how much we want to block that out, and it's going to come out. It's going to come out in our own emotions. And the 8 of Pentacles says we might be unwilling to not work. We might be unwilling to work on this. It's interesting with the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Rods, the 9 of Cups here. This to me just feels like an aha moment, like we're getting it here. We understand what would really bring us fulfillment. Or again, we're understanding very clearly and keenly that what we have right now is not giving us that. So it's needing to not be so guarded and have all these barriers up against, what we really want here. Because we really know what the we have 9 Wands here, and we're worried about what might happen if we take this Ace of Rods, if we take what we really want. If we go for what it is we want in terms of love. The 8 of Pentacles reversed is, I always kind of feel when it's reversed here, there is either too heavy of a focus on work or realizing that we really can't work on this. Other person won't or we won't. It's just not going to work out for some reason. There's, there's a greedy desire to make it happen but not to put in the work. Which is like, I just wish you could get better. But in reality, I think with the Wheel of Fortune and the 8 of Cups, it's realizing that we are in an 8 of Cups position. And that, we can have a change here, but we have to be willing to leave some things in the past here. We have to be willing to go off and seek out that 10 of Cups. Because we're not even at the 9 of Cups yet. We realize it's there. I understand that we're seeing it right there. We realize it's here. You realize what would make you happy. You realize you want a new beginning. But why is it bringing you pain? Because you might have to say goodbye to somebody that you love, or, bring a truth out there that is very difficult, that it's going to mean, we can't work on this relationship, or, I want to be with you, but I can't work on this right now because I need to work on me. And I know that that will change this situation. I know that I'll get to the 9 of Cups and then the 10 of Cups if I'm willing to let this door open here. And, sometimes, again, the 8 of Cups is very painful. It can be a sad release. I mean, look at the way he's leaving them. He liked those 8 of Cups. They were satisfying, but they weren't the 9 of Cups. They weren't the 10 of Cups. You're not truly happy, and the whole situation will never be the 10 of Cups if you stay at the 8 of Cups. You understand? That's a really big message that's been that came out in someone else's reading about the journey from the seventh. I think it was the seventh to the 10 of Cups. I feel like that was Sag. I'm not sure though. Don't quote me on that. But check out your other weeklies. Wow. So those are your love messages for this week, okay? Let's see. And again, guys, you can check out your singles, couples, specific love readings for June in the love readings that I put up, okay? These are just general energy messages for romance. All right, let's see. Cancers from the Romance Angel Oracle deck here. Why does this one feel so hot? Soulmate and very soon just came out. Okay, wow. Yes, this is your soulmate. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So yeah, some of you guys might... And the Eight of Cups, like, I know that I said, like, you have to leave something to go seek out something more. It doesn't mean... I'm not meaning, like, specifically you have to leave a relationship. For some of you, yeah, it's definitely going to be that. But I think for a lot of you, you can work on this, but we can't be stupid about it. You know, with that Eight of Pentacles reversed, we can't expect things to change and expect, you know, the other person to change everything if we don't put our voice out there, if we don't say something, if we don't do something, if we don't try to work on it. So we have to seek out, you know, something that is more fulfilling, but it can't be within the same relationship. Relationships often go through ups and downs, almost like they end. There's like endings, and it's very, very painful, but then they can come back together and grow again. You know, that's... You guys can grow and become different people than you were at a different time in the relationship and become better and greater, higher versions of yourself, so it can be a higher version of the partnership. And that's a message that somebody out there needed to hear. And it will happen very soon. So know that this is your soulmate and that you can work on this. Or again, for those of you leaving relationships, you know that your soulmate is coming in very soon. But you have to clearly decide what you want in that Eight of Cups state there so that you can get to that Nine of Cups and then it can come to you and you can get to the 10 of Cups, okay? So, wow. Okay, Cancers, those are your messages for June 3rd through the 9th of 2019, guys. I'm wishing you nothing but the best this week. Please make sure to like, share, and definitely subscribe to the channel. Check out the Crystal series. That first episode is up. Please donate to the GoFundMe for Fox's surgery below if you can. I would really appreciate it. I know that Fox's family will really appreciate it. Scylla will really appreciate it, apparently. So please do that, and if you do, email me afterwards and you'll get $5 off of a reading that you book. You don't have to do it right away. You can just I'll just have you on the list, and when you do book a reading, either remind me or I'll check my list there. I'll probably remember, and you can get $5 off of your reading, okay? So thank you guys, and have a wonderful week.